Now we will go to the water that of the you can say anterior surface of the left lobe of the liver. The anterior surface of the left lobe of the liver is the one which will be directing forwards, and it is present in between the anterior part of the inferior border and the water that of the rough, faint, indiscriminated anterior border of the liver, which will be extending even on the left lobe of the liver. So there it will be present. It is smooth, glycery, like the diaphragmatic surface of the what right lobe of the liver in particular, and in general diaphragmatic surface of the water that of the liver itself. Now this you can say anterior surface is directing forwards, and it is a little bit bigger than the what other surfaces of the left lobe of the liver. Now this anterior surface of the left lobe of the liver, which is directing forward, it is related to posterior surface of the xiphoidal part of that of the you can say sternum and xiphoidal fibers of that of the diaphragm, as well as undersurface of the left lobe of the diaphragm and the part of the central tendon of the diaphragm, which will be the anterior most portion. So this very much a smaller part. This you can say anterior surface of the water that of the you can say left lobe of the liver is present below to the water that of the superior surface of the left lobe of the liver. Now this you can say anterior surface of the left lobe of the liver is completely covered by that of the parietal pleura as well as the water that of the visceral pleura. This you can say anterior surface of the left lobe of the liver is present left to the falciform ligament, where it will be running on the anterior surface of the water that of the liver itself. So this will be the what anterior surface. Now we will go to the water that of the superior surface. Superior surface is the one which will be directing upwards, and it is a little bit more projecting forward than the water that of the you can say up backwards. So more of its part will be there forward, and little part is there backward, and the most of the portion which will be there, it will be looking upwards. So that is called as the superior surface. Superior surface of the left lobe of the liver is the one which will be completely directing upward, and it is smooth, and it is glycery, shiny. Now this surface, superior surface of the left lobe of the liver, it will be completely covered by the what, like the other surfaces of the water that of the liver in general, and in particular the water that of the you can say diaphragmatic surface of the right lobe of the liver, as well as the anterior surface and the posterior surface of the left lobe of the liver. This you can say superior surface of the left lobe of the liver, it is also covered by the water that of the parietal and the visceral part of the peritoneum. So this will be the superior surface. Now you will be going to have the water that of the you can say posterior surface. Posterior surface of the left lobe of the liver is the one which is very much smallest compared to the what other two surfaces of the left lobe of the liver on the diaphragmatic surface of the left lobe of the liver. So this surface is directing backwards, and it is completely related to the what left dome of the diaphragm, and as well as the water that of the part of the central tendon of the diaphragm. And here there will be a one appearance of the one small groove. That groove is called as a water that of the esophageal groove. Now this esophageal groove is a groove which is vertically present on the water that of the posterior surface of the water left lobe of the liver. Now this esophageal impression is a what longitudinal groove or a furrow, or just you can say funnel shaped or a test tube shaped, you can say impression left by the anterior surface of the abdominal part of the esophagus. So this is the posterior surface. Now, after having had this, now we have to go to the water that of the, where you can say, further things. Now that further thing is nothing but the next surface of the water that of the lever on the water that of the right lobe and as well as the left lobe. So that is called as a what? Inferior surface. Now this is what? The inferior surface. Now the inferior surface of the water that of the lever, you can say, right and the left lobe of the lever is directing totally, you can say, downwards and little backwards. Now this inferior surface is present in between the anterior part of the water, that is the inferior border, anterior part of inferior border and the water that of the posterior part of inferior border. Now this surface is completely not smooth, but it is rather glistery, shiny, and it is thrown, and it itself it will be have got the water indentations or the impressions made by the water that of the other organs in the abdominal cavity. So thereby this inferior surface, what you can see is here, this inferior surface, and here, this is called the inferior surface. Now about the inferior surface, when you want to tell anything about, it is called as an inferior surface because it is majority of its portion is directing downwards and a little backwards. And this inferior surface, as it is having what many indentations, many impressions of the what other organs which are present on in the abdominal cavity, which has been left on the inferior surface of the liver. So thereby this inferior surface of the liver, either right or left, it is called as visceral surface of the liver. Visceral surface of liver, both right and left. So now in this part, what are the things are there? Now that you have to identify. Now here, first we have to go to the what? That of the right lobe. Now coming to the what? Right lobe. The right lobe of the water that of the liver, inferior surface. I will be going to draw it here once again. So this is what? The inferior surface. The inferior surface of the water that of the liver, you can say, especially the right lobe of the liver. So here you will be going to have the water that of the liver, you can say, ligamentum teres. So you will be going to have the here, this is the water, fossa of the gallbladder. This is the impression for right colic fracture. Here you have got this impression for second part of duodenum. This is the quadrate lobe. Now here this is omentum. This is the groove wall. Ligamentum teres. Now this thing is called as a caudate lobe. And now in this part there will be a one split. Now that split, this thing will be the porta hepatis. Here this is the right renal impression. On that right suprarenal impression, then thereby you will be having now in this part here, this is the esophageal impression. This is the gastric impression. Now from the gastric impression on the caudate lobe inferior surface, there will be this impression. It is an impression that is pyloric impression. That is pyloric part of stomach. Then you will be having at this point below, this impression is a TC impression, transverse colon impression. Then definitely this will be the what? Fossa wall, GB. Now this is the groove wall. Inferior vena cava. So these are all the things. Apart from that, there will be a this is bare area of liver. So this will be there on the posterior inferior surface. So these are all things that what you have to deal in the right lobe. I mean to say inferior surface of the water, that of the liver in general. So inferior surface of the liver shows many impression. Because of that impression, this you can say inferior surface is not uniform. It is uneven. At a point it will be having a depressions. At a point it will be having a groove. At a point you will be going to have a not that well formed impressions, and at few point it will be having raised point. Now that raised point you have got here, it is called as tuber omentale. So this will be the tuber omentale. Now we have to deal about the right inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Is the one which will be the part of the water, that of the inferior surface of the liver in general. Now this you can say inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver is directing a downwards and a little backwards. Now it shows first the water impression made by the water, that of the liver, you can say kidney, that to right kidney. It is almost all, it is a oval impression. This whole impression is the impression made by the anterolateral surface of the right kidney. Now this impression is almost all directing backwards, little downwards. This renal impression, right renal impression above and little medially, it is having a water impression made by the water, that of the, you can say, right suprarenal gland. Below and towards laterally, it is related to the water quadrangular right colic impression. Medially, it is having the water impression made by the water, that of the, you can say, second part of the duodenum, and definitely ending of the water first part of the duodenum. So that will be the relation of right renal impression on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Now you have to go to the water second. Now that second will be the water, that of you can say suprarenal impression. Now this suprarenal impression is the impression made by the water, that of the, you can say, right suprarenal gland of its anterior surface. Now this right suprarenal gland impression is the impression which is almost all triangular, and it is present above and medial to the right renal impression on the inferior surface of that of the right lobe of the liver. Now this right suprarenal impression is present below and little medially to the water, that of the, you can say, right renal impression, and above and medially there will be a water, that of the one longitudinal groove. Now that groove is a groove meant for the water anterior surface of the water inferior vena cava abdominal part. It is almost all longitudinal groove. And below and medial to this, there will be an impression made by the water, that of the second part of the duodenum, and as well as the water ending of the first part of the duodenum. So this is the thing. And just you can say medial to that exactly, and little below, medially more and little below, there will be a one slit. Now that slit is called as what? Porta hepatis. Porta hepatis is called as what? Gateway of liver. That is the big mega door for the entry and exiting of some structures. So structures which are entering into the porta hepatis are those which will be going to enter into the liver, and few are coming out. So you will be having the next, that is what is said to be as a third. There will be a groove. That groove is a longitudinal groove which will be there, just you can say, on the inferior surface of the water, that of the right lobe of the liver. Now this you can say longitudinal groove, which is a groove for that of the lodging of abdominal part of the water, that of the inferior vena cava. Now this groove is made by the anterior surface of that of the inferior vena cava abdominal part. Now this you can say groove, this groove is almost all buried in the water, that of the, you can say, liver. But in some cases it is not buried, it is so superficially. So now after this, there will be a water, that of the duodenal impression. Now before going to the water duodenal impression, about the relation of the water, that of the inferior vena cava groove or the inferior vena cava impression. Inferior vena cava impression, medially it is having what is said to be as a water medially and little towards left and up. It is related to the that of the caudate lobe. Now below and laterally, it is related to the water, that of the right suprarenal impressions. Then straightway below and little left, it is related to the porta hepatis. Below and laterally, it is related to the water, second part of the water, duodenal impression, as well as the water, right renal impression. So this will be the relation for that of groove for the water, that of the inferior vena cava. Now we have to go to the water impression. That too will be the fourth. Now this impression is the impression made by the water, that of the second part of the water duodenum and the ending of that of the first part of the duodenum. Now this duodenal impression is not only by the water anterior surface of the water, second part of the duodenum, and what anterior portion of the water, that of the first part ending, that is where superior duodenal flexure. So that will be the thing. It is made by those portions, that is anterior surface of the second part of the duodenum beginning and the ending of anterior surface of the first part of the duodenum. So that will be the thing made by this. So this duodenal impression, it is almost all C-shaped or just you can say hook-shaped impressions. Now this impression laterally related to right renal impression, above laterally related to the what? Right suprarenal impression, straightway above it is related to the groove for the inferior vena cava impression, on the right inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, even the caudate lobe. But medially, exactly it is related to the water, that of the porta hepatis, and the water, that of the, you can say, fossa for the gallbladder. So this will be the duodenal impression. Now after having had, you have to go to the what? Fifth. Now that fifth impression, what you will be going to get is the right colic flexure. Right colic flexure. Now this right colic flexure impression is the impression which is there on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, which is completely formed by ending of left part of the water, that of the ending. This is the impression which is formed by the beginning of the water, that of the, where you can say, transverse colon, and the ending of that of the, where you can say, ascending colon. Now this right colic flexure impression is an impression left by that of the right colic flexure. Right colic flexure is formed by the water ending of the ascending colonna and the beginning of the transverse colonna. Its anterior surface and the upper surface is thrown and made an indentation on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Now this is almost all quadrangular. Now this right colic impression which is present on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, above it is related to right renal impression, above medially related to the what? Second part of the duodenal impression, as well as the ending of first part of the duodenal impression, and medially totally it is related to the what? Fossa for the gallbladder. So this will be the thing here. Now you have to go to the what? This will be the what? Sixth. There will be a fossa. That fossa is a fossa depression. This may be even said to be as fossa for the gallbladder. Fossa for GB means gallbladder. Rather it is called as an impression for GB. Either the fossa for the gallbladder or the impression for the gallbladder, which is almost all deep impression, which is almost all, it is just like an hourglass like an impression. Now this impression is an impression made by the water, that of the neck and the body part, as well as the small anterior surface of the fundus part of the gallbladder. Now this fossa for the gallbladder or the impression for the gallbladder, laterally it is related to right renal impression, duodenal impression, that is the second part, anterior surface and the ending of the first part. Below, little laterally, related to the what? Impression for the what? Right colic flexure. Straightway above it is related to the what? Porta hepatis. Medially it is related to caudate lobe of the what? Liver, which is present on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. It is almost all quadrilateral, and on this inferior surface of the quadrate lobe of the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, there are the other two impressions. Now those two impressions are One is you can put 7A, and this will be the what 7B. 7A will be the what pyloric impression, that toward pyloric part of the stomach. So there will be an impression on the what inferior surface of the quadrate lobe of the liver, which is present on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, has got the what pyloric impression. Pyloric impression is almost all short oblong-like impression, which is made by the what that of the pyloric part of the stomach. This is now this impression above it is related to porta hepatis, below it is related to 7th B, that is the impression for the what that of the transverse colon. Transverse colon. Then laterally it is related to right laterally fossa for the gallbladder. Left laterally it is related to left laterally, or rather medially related to fissure for ligamentum teres of liver. This is the fissure or the fossa. Fossa is the one where it is restricted to one part. Fissure is the one that fossa only if it has been gone depth and then made a furrow. That is called as a fissure. Now, after having had this, you have to go to the what one more impression. That impression is a what impression made by the what that of the transverse colon. Now, the impression for the what that of the transverse colon is almost all bigger, more you can say long compared to the what that of the pyloric impression. Now, this transverse colon impression, which is present on the what inferior surface of the quadrate lobe of the liver, on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver, which is almost all little broader and even in the lengthwise it is more bigger. Now this impression is made by the what anterior surface of the transverse colon. Transverse colon. Now this transverse colon impression above, it is related to the what that of the pyloric impression, which is present on the inferior surface of quadrate lobe of the liver, on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Below it is related to inferior border of that to anterior part of the inferior border of the liver. Then laterally, that to right laterally, related to the water fossa for the water gallbladder, which is left on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Medially or left laterally, related to the water that of the you can say fissure for ligamentum teres of liver, which will be there from the hepatic notch. So this will be the thing. So this will be the what? Ligamentum teres. Ligamentum teres of liver. So this is, so it comes here. So this is what the relation of this. Now you have to go to the what? What has happened for the water that of the liver, you can say? Another, this will be the eighth. Gastric impression. Gastric impression is a impression which is large hourglass-like impression which is present on the inferior surface of the water, right lobe, left lobe of the liver. This impression is an impression made by anterosuperior surface of the stomach. Anterosuperior surface of the stomach. Now this gastric impression above, it is related to the water that of the esophageal impression. Below it is related to the water left part of that of the you can say inferior border of the liver. Below and medially related to the what fissure of the water ligamentum teres of the liver. Medially it is related to the water that of the porta hepatis. Medially you can say above related to the water that of the fissure for ligamentum venosum and the water groove for lesser omentum. Lesser omentum. So this is what? The gastric impression relations. Now you have got the what? Ninth. This is what the esophageal impression. Esophageal impression is the impression which is there on the what? That of the, where you can say, small portion of the what? Inferior surface of the water, that of the, you can say, left lobe of the liver, but majority of its portion will be there on the what? Posterior surface of the diaphragmatic surface of the left lobe of the liver. It is almost all longitudinal. This impression is the impression made by anterior surface of the abdominal part of the esophagus. Now, below it is related to the water, that of the gastric impression. Gastric impression. Medially it is related to the water, ending of fissure for ligamentum vellosum and the what? Fissure for lesser omentum. So that is what. Then inferior surface of the what? Left lobe of the liver exhibits or shows a one small elevation. That elevation is, you can have this. This will be the what? Tuber omental. Tuber omental is the what? The substance of the liver on the inferior surface of the left lobe of the liver, very close to the, that of right portion of the water, that of cardiac orifice, and the beginning of lesser curvature. There will be a what? One elevated portion which appears like a tubercle, that is called as the tuber omental. Tuber omental of liver. There will be a one more tuber omental on the what? Pancreas, so you should know this. So this is what you will be getting on the liver. These are all the impressions. Impression in the sense, you have to consider that you had gone to the what? Your friend's home as a guest, or your relative's home as a guest. Soon after going, they receive you and ask to you people to sit on you can say, gallery where sofas are there, many. You all friends gathered and sat on that for a time being. And then after few hours, after enjoying the party, because you have met quite a longer time, quite long time you have met, then the time will come that you have to depart. The time will come to say bye. Then these guests were in the way to leave the room, and as well as they will be leaving the sofa on which they sat quite a long time. Soon after going, the person who will be there in the room, who you can say welcomed them, he will be going to see the what? Many people's impressions where they sat on the sofa. So those are the things how they have left off. Maybe the solid, maybe the what? Hollow, maybe the what? Semi-hollow. All are there. So these are the things how it will be there. Now after having had this, now on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the, on the inferior surface of the what? Entire right and the left lobe of the liver, you will be going to have the what? Some fissures. So this fissure, or it is a groove, is called as groove for ligamentum teres of liver. Now this groove together, it is the first groove, it is the second groove. Then you will be going to have one more groove. Now this will be the what? Third inferior vena cava. And you have got, this is the fossa. Big. Fossa means it is an impression. When that thing becomes very much smaller and all, it becomes a groove or the fissure. Okay? Because going inside depth, that is called the fissure. But it is not going, it is throwing an impression. That's all. Just like your footprint on the wet sand. So like that. Then you have got, this is the one more fissure. This is the fossa. Now this will be the one more fissure. But if you see fissures, some are short, some are long, some are horizontally, some are longitudinally. Okay. So now, on the inferior surface of lever, you have got a fissures. Now this is the fissures on inferior surface of lever. First, it is a groove for the water, that of the ligamentum teres of lever. It is a deep fissure or a furrow which will be there on the inferior surface of the lever. Now this fissure or a groove splits or divides on the inferior surface of the lever, inferior surface of the left lobe of the lever and the right lobe of the lever. And also this will be going to form anterior below left limit of that of the porta hepatis. Now this groove for the ligamentum teres of lever invites or welcomes in it the ligamentum, inferior layer of ligamentum teres of lever. Hence the name for that lever. Now you will be going to have the water. Second, fissure form, lesser omentum and the ligamentum venosum. This thing, it will be called as, because here in this furrow, in this fissure, in this groove, the lesser omentum and the water, that of the ligamentum venosum, they will be going to get starts. So this becomes as a what? Ventral flap of the lesser omentum. So this becomes as a what? Dorsal flap of the lesser omentum. The dorsal flap of the lesser omentum, it will be going to come from the water, that of the inferior layer of the right coronary ligament, and then it covers the water, that of the, you can say, inferior vena cava, and then fix here in the water fissure for the what? Ligamentum venosum and the water lesser omentum. From this it will be going to run to the stomach, lesser curvature, and ventral flap. It will be the one which will be the continued part of left triangular ligament, and then attaches to this and continues as the water stomach towards the lesser curvature to become as a what? Ventral flap. So this becomes a ventral, this becomes a dorsal. Soon after touching to the water, that of the lesser curvature of the stomach, in which this both, you will be going to have the water, that of the contents. Content of the lesser omentum are you will be going to have the water portal vein, bile duct, hepatic artery, branches of the water, that of the, you can say, celiac trunk, especially the right gastric artery, left gastric artery, right gastrocolic artery, left gastrocolic artery, the branches of those, and then the corresponding veins, lymph vessels, lymph nodes present in the water, that of the lesser omentum, along with the sympathetic nerve filaments, fat and the areolar tissues. So will be there on this. So this will be the fissure for ligamentum venosum and the Inferior vena cava. Groove for the inferior vena cava is the what? It is a long furrow, long groove meant for lodging of inferior vena cava. If the liver is much more big, if the liver is much more big and heavy, substance is pushed in this substance, so it is deeply indented. If it is small, this groove is not that much of well formed. So this will be the fissure groove. Then you will be going to have to go to one more fossa or the impression. That is the impression made by the water that of the fossa of the gallbladder. Now this is what? Fissures. This will be there. One finished. Second will be finished. Third will be finished. Fissures of the inferior surface of right lobe of liver. Then you have got the fossa. Fossa is the what? Now this fossa. This is the fossa for the what? Gallbladder. Fossa for the gallbladder is the one which is formed by the neck part and the body part, as well as the small part of the fundus of the gallbladder, especially anterior surfaces of neck, of body and of fundus, small portion of the gallbladder which will be there. Now you have got this. There is a transverse fissure. Now the transverse fissure is called as what? Porta hepatis. Now the porta hepatis is a what? Transverse slit. Now this transverse slit is called as a porta hepatis. It is also said to be as a gateway for the liver. Through this, many vessels, many structures enters and comes out. Enters and comes out. Then, what is the relation of the porta hepatis? Porta hepatis is a transverse slit or the transverse fissure which is present on the inferior surface of the right lobe of the liver. Now this porta hepatis, above, behind, related to the water that of the caudate lobe, above, behind and right related to the water that of the, where you can say, groove for the inferior vena cava, below, in front and towards right, related to the water that is the fossa for the water gallbladder, which is formed by the anterior surface of neck, body and the little part of the fundus part of the gallbladder. Then above, behind and towards left, related to the fossa for the what? Lesser omentum and the ligamentum venoso. Then porta hepatis in front, left and below. It is related to the water that of the fossa for the ligamentum teres of liver. Then this liver, you can say, porta hepatis in front and below, related to the water that of the quadrate lobe. Quadrate lobe. And impressions on the water that of the quadrate lobe, pyloric impression made by the water that of the, where you can say, pyloric anterior surface of the pyloric part of the stomach and the what? Anterior surface of transverse colon. So this will be the thing. Now straightway already you will be knowing above, behind, above or behind, related to the water that of the caudate lobe, which is present on the water inferior surface of the right lobe. So this is what the relation of porta hepatis. Now this porta hepatis, what the things are entering and what the things are coming out. Hepatic artery enters, portal vein enters, hepatic veins comes out, hepatic group of lymph vessels come out, bile ducts comes out, sympathetic nerve enters, sympathetic nerve filament enters. Then these are the entry and the existing structures for this porta hepatis. Now these things are there just in one behind the another. Now in this part. So you have got the porta hepatis, hepatic artery, portal vein, bile. Okay, so these are the things how they are placed in this. So after having had this, now you will be going to get, or now you will be going to study the ligaments of the liver. Now the ligaments of the liver, when you have come across, the ligaments of the liver are those which holds the liver in firmly in the what? Right hypochondriac, epigastric and the left hypochondriac, so that it should not fall down in the abdominal cavity, because the weight of the water, that of the liver will be, they already will be knowing approximately or average 1.01 kg to the what? 2.5 kg, but in female it will be the what? 1.2 to 1.4 kg, but in male it will be the 1.4 to 1.8 kg. So this may be the thing. When the weight is more, if it falls, all you can say other abdominal organ will be going to become crushed. So liver will be going to hold in position by means of the what? Ligaments. So ligaments in the sense that which you have already read in connection with the what? Peritoneum. There the ligaments are, even they are said to be as a folds. So you will be going to have the what? Hepatophrenic ligaments. Now those hepatophrenic ligaments are the first and foremost. Ligamentum teres of liver, it will be going to pull towards the umbilicus. Falciform ligament will be going to pull the what? Liver from the anterior surface, both right, left, forwards and little upwards. Then the superior coronary ligament, it will be going to pull the, you can say, liver upwards and towards right. Right triangular ligament will be going to pull the water, that of the liver, upwards and little downwards to hold that on the right side. Then the inferior layer of the what? Coronary ligament of right, it will be going to pull the liver backwards and upwards. Right triangular ligament will be going to pull the thing, I mean to say the liver, backwards and little downwards. Then coming to the what? Left triangular ligament, it will be going to pull the, you can say, liver upwards and towards left. Then left coronary ligament will be going to pull the, you can say, liver upwards and towards the diaphragm. So to hold in position. So left triangular ligament will be going to pull the posterior surface of the water, that of the left lobe of the liver, backwards and little towards left. So it should not. Then the inferior layer of that of the liver, you can say, ligamentum teres of liver will be going to pull, you can say, things, the liver downwards and towards left. Lesser omentum will be going to pull the, you can say, liver straight way towards left and down. Ligamentum venosum will be going to pull the liver backwards and towards right. Whereas the structures which are entering and exiting from the water, that of the porta hepatis, they will be going to pull the liver upwards and towards right and downwards and towards left. So like that way liver will be going to hold in position by means of whatever you had just heard, those ligaments or the folds which are there in the liver. They are already talked in connection with the peritoneum, especially the vertical dispositions. Vertical dispositions. And you have got this is the bare area of liver. Bare area of liver is the one which will be completely naked and completely uncovered by the water that of the parietal part of the peritoneum and the water that of the, you can say, visceral part of the peritoneum. Now this is present bare area in between the water that of the superior layer of the water right coronary ligament and the water that of the inferior layer of the right coronary ligament, below and to the what left. It is related to the what this right triangular ligament. So this portion is the bare area of liver. So we had finished the gross anatomy of the water that of the liver, its weight, its lobe, its surface, its border, and then thereby, while you will be telling the surface, I have already completed the water that of the, where you can say, relations for the diaphragmatic, for right lobe, left lobe, surface, finished. Where you have got the anterior surface of the right lobe, superior surface of the right lobe, posterior surface of the right lobe, right lateral surface of the right lobe of the liver, then the water, anterior surface of the left lobe, superior surface of left lobe, posterior surface of the left lobe. I had finished. There I had told that it is a relation under surface of diaphragm domes and as well as it covers the peritoneum. When explaining about the water that of the inferior surface of the right and left lobe, all the visceral relations are finished. All the visceral relations are finished. Now, it means when you will be telling about the surface and the borders, you have to tell them relations. Visceral. Here and there, you have to talk on the what? Peritoneal relation, where it covers. So that has been diaphragmatic has been covered by the what? Parietal and the visceral part. But coming to this, definitely it is a visceral. There will be a what? Peritoneal folds comes and attaches. So this thing, ligamentum venosum, lesser omentum, this. And apart from that, just we had finished ligaments of the what? Liver. Ligaments of liver are nothing but they are the folds of the what? Peritoneum, vertical. So those are the what? Visceral, peritoneal relations. Peritoneal relations. In the version of, or in the fashion of, or in the style of ligaments. In the style of ligaments. So peritoneal relations, they are nothing but the ligaments of the liver. Ligaments of the liver, they are nothing but the peritoneal relations in connection with the liver. Understanding? So with this, so we had finished. Now in my next class, blood supply, venous drainage, lymphatic drainage, nerve supply, histology, internal development and blood. That all thing at one stretch, that I will be finishing. Thank you. More than that, I have to tell before ending, liver is the one topic where is it takes a lot many time. Because it has got many relations and moreover it is the largest organ, rather it is a gland, solid. Okay. Thank you once again. You have patience in listen, and when we will be going for the what next step in this particular liver only, you also come with prepared. Whatever the things are just now I have told remain thing on the liver, so you can understand